I love the pom-poms blowing in the breeze over there.
Oh, that is nice.
The autumn wind is a pom-pom. How's the chat room, Swaggo?
Hold on, let me get to it.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification yet.
Oh, we live.
We live.
We live.
Oh, there we go.
My beautiful wife is in there. Martin said he wasn't going to be here, so hey.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you're here. You're not going to want to miss this one, Martin.
No, definitely not. Kevin the Raider Nerd, Paul, Raider Ryan, Hooligan Nation, Raider Lorian, Mark Salter, East Coast Raider, Matthew Mangus, Rossi Biddle, QB Jeff, Daniel Mangus, Mojo, Yoshi with a $10 donation, Rob
Yoshi.
Raider in there, Cousin Who is in there, Tider Raider is in there, Chronicles of the Black Hole, everyone, everyone's here. They
Of course, the OGs show up for the fannies, as always.
Of course they do. Come on.
Oh, we got a lot of fun stuff planned for y'all tonight.
Yeah, we
Just
do.
when Wendy's in there.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Wendy yelled at me earlier today because I made a Christian Wilkins joke on Twitter.
You got in trouble.
I did. It was pretty funny, though. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off this episode 378 of Raiders Fan Radio, the Fannies.
Woo-woo.
Oh, that didn't work. Oh, here it goes.
What's up, guys? It's Rich Incognito, Las Vegas Raiders. I'm here at Raiders Fan Radio. Let's go, Raiders. Woo!
Hey, it's Mike Garofalo, NFL Network here in the home office, and you are listening to the Raiders Fan Radio podcast, taking that lighter journey into the dark side with Murf, Swag Jeff, and Michelle. She's got great hair. It's a little pink, it's a little purple, whatever it is. I'll tell you what, if I could grow it, I would sign up for that color today. So listen to her and the entire crew as they give you all the information on the Raiders on the podcast that benefits the One Nation Foundation. It's a great cause. It's a great pod. Tune in, turn it up. Here it comes. All that Raiders info and takes coming at you right now.
Jackpot, baby. Raiders Fan Radio.
Oakland, L.A., Oakland, Vegas, Raider Nation, wherever, forever. You got your old Uncle Mosh and Raiders Fan Radio from Murf's Man Cave, taking a lighter journey into the dark side. Sit back, put your feet up, pop a top, and enjoy the ride. Here we go!
Look left, look right, Paletnikov, a leaping pass, touchdown!
We miss you, we love you, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Way up the middle, intercepted Filipiano at the 50, time running down. Oakland football, and I think Oakland victory.
The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Well, I love this team. I think this team can win.
You are listening live to Raiders Fan Radio. Take it away, guys.
Why? Thank you, Brett Musburger. What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murf back once again for what we trust will be a fantastic episode of Raiders Fan Radio as we do our annual celebration of all things you. all about the listening audience and the supporters of Raiders Fan Radio and the One Nation Foundation. So we can't wait to get to that. We're going to start off with just a normal kind of Raiders show because we got to talk about the Raiders training camp started. We got freaking QB Jeff in the building who's dying to talk about Ashton Jeanty. So we got to talk about some freaking Raiders stories. But after we do a little bit of that, we're going to jump into the fannies. We're going to have a blast. Once again, this is our way to celebrate you all, and it's like our love letter to you. Much like Allegiant Stadium is a love letter to the Raiders, it's a love letter to you all in terms of our appreciation for what you do for the foundation and for this show every year. And we always kick off, or we either close out the old year or kick off the new year, however you want to call it, by doing this fan award show. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But in the meantime, I want to thank the good folks at Believe. If you check out our little logo down here on the show now, the Believe Network is the audio podcast supporters of this show. And we're proud to be on that network and very thankful for their support and the advertising opportunities that we have. And we got a big one to reveal tomorrow. Swag Jeff and I will be back it'll be a pre-recorded show, but we got a big one, man, to reveal tomorrow that we've got a big sponsorship opportunity through the folks that Believe, and it makes us like cousin adjacent now to the bussin' guys, and we've always kind of been that way, anyways. But
absolutely.
But now we're what do you call them? Advertising. Well, I'm not going to say nothing. I got to shut up because it's under wraps until tomorrow. We call that a teaser.
Yeah,
Biz.
that was a nice tease. That was a little more than a tease.
I'm very teased.
Yeah, he's very teased.
QB Jeff is very teased over here.
Keep that shit to you. Well, ever since they drafted Ashton Jeanty, he's been teased up.
Well,
You have
that's
no idea.
understandable. If QB Jeff's happy, I'm happy.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. Absolutely.
He knows what he's talking about. So.
Absolutely. So anyways, we appreciate the good folks that Believe. And if you want to support this show audibly, you can go to your favorite audio podcast service and just search for Raiders Fan Radio and check us out that way on the audio podcast service. We'd also like to thank all the folks that are joining us live on the YouTubes, where you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Raiders Fan Radio. And regardless of where you find us, hit a like, hit a subscribe, hit a thumbs up. Just help support Raiders Fan Radio, because by doing that, you support the One Nation Foundation, which is giving money away to Raiders-related charities. And I got some cool news on that. We have already hit our soft goal in terms of what we're going to give to Bolitnikov.
Let's go.
We've already hit that, so I'll just say
Fantastic.
we're already 5 figures in, and we're looking for more, and we're gonna keep that thing going, and that's all based on your generosity, Raider Nation. I know we've already got some donations and some super chats already coming in. I'm gonna leave that to Swag Jeff to shout out. But anyways, I just want to thank you all very much for that, for your support on the YouTubes that way. Also, everybody that's become a member, appreciate all of you. Appreciate everybody that's gifted memberships to folks on this channel. All of that is completely kind. And again, once again, this night is all about celebrating your generosity. So anyways, all that said, let me go ahead and start off by introducing the rest of the folks here in the Fan Cave 2.0, starting off with my best friend and yours. He adorns the right corner of the newly founded, whatever built Fan Cave. He is my best friend and yours, Swag Jeff.
It's style and then profile.
Woo! What up, Swaggo?
Oh, man, it's the fannies, man. I'm fired up to be
Let's
here,
go,
man.
dude.
We have this date circled on our calendar for sure. This is one of the most fun nights of the entire year, where we get to celebrate you. We get to have a few drinks. I think we still got a shot to
we
take
got
here
our shot to
shortly
do still.
that we're
Yeah,
going to
that's a
do.
tradition
And
there.
yeah, absolutely, man. But
Hoping
this
you
is all,
forgot.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you thought we forgot.
I was hoping.
Oh, geez, yeah. But yeah, man, I'm fired up to be here, and it's all about the One Nation Foundation at the end of the day. And we've got a couple of bangers here tonight. We're not raffling off one, but 2 jerseys tonight. So I've got both of them here. So the first one is a signed Brock Bowers jersey. Brock. So we got that right there. And then if you didn't like that, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but we've got a legend here.
That's a
Speaking of the
sexy
Bolitnikov
jersey.
Foundation, an old AFL style signed Fred Bolitnikov jersey, and all that is going to the One Nation Foundation. So the way you can enter that, every $10 super chat, whether you donate $10 or whether you donate $300 or whatever. If you donate $300, you get 30 poker chips. If you donate $10, you get one. Like Yoshi and East Coast Raiders got a $20 donation in there. Hooligan Nation's got a 20. Rossi Biddle's got a 20. Let's see here. The Raider Truth Chicken just donated $10. So yeah, so that's all going to the One Nation Foundation. We can't thank you enough for that. But
Man, we got a lot to get to tonight.
We got a lot to
this
get to
might be
tonight.
a 3-hour show if we make it past these White Claw surges and shots that we're getting ready to do.
I know, right? So yeah, so
we drink like sorority girls up in there.
I know, right? I know. Yeah, so we don't do we don't do this show alone.
Oh,
It's already
show.
started.
Hell yeah.
It's already started. Here we go.
11 minutes
Stung
in.
by a bee in the tongue, there,
Yeah,
Jeff?
holy cow. Yeah, it's already started, man. So we don't do this show alone.
Hell
so
no, we
sitting
don't.
across from me is the one and only, the lovely Michelle Sweat.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, this is so exciting. It does feel like there's, obviously the fannies are giving the air of something exciting happening, but man, just watching what's happening in camp is like, oh, I'm so ready,
heck
man.
yeah,
I'm
man.
so ready.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
And I love your new shot there, Michelle.
Isn't it beautiful? Say it's beautiful, chat. It's beautiful.
So beautiful.
It's very photogenic. You always have the best
is.
shot out of all of us anyways. And now you've got it adorned with pom-poms and a Raider
wonderful.
shield there for those of you that are on the audio
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Thanks, Michelle, for being here.
So thanks for giving us an awesome fan cave.
Well, hey, well, thank you.
Put it in.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah. It's a night to celebrate, man.
Yeah, it
Celebrating
is,
everything.
yeah.
That's right.
Hey, who's across from you over there, Michelle?
Listen, royalty's in the house because we have QB Jeff sitting to my left, and he's going to come with all of his knowledge that I do not have. So welcome. So no, not Swag Jeff. QB Jeff.
Hey, let's
it,
go.
What's up, other Murf?
It's been a minute.
Other Murf and other Jeff.
That's
The
right.
hell?
Yeah, I know, right?
Last time I was here, we were upstairs. Now we're in the fan cave. Let me say,
yeah.
Murph, this place is incredible.
Thanks,
You got-
man.
There's so much room for activities in this. And then you got all the stuff put up, and this is top notch.
Thanks, brother.
Top
Thank
shelf,
you.
man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here, man.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't, it wouldn't be the Fannies without you, Uncle Mosh. Like we gotta get the full crew together.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? And so appreciate you being here. But hey, real quick before we get going and talking about, because we're gonna jump right into this Raider stuff. Talk about your podcast and talk about your business and give some plugs over there for what you got going on.
Yeah, a couple free shout outs. I appreciate that. So I am part of the Group of Five Guys podcast. It's me and my best friend, Matt Sprouse. We played football together at MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University, which is in the Group of Five. And man, we travel the country. We cover all these schools that the mainstream media refuses to cover. They basically talk about the same 4 to 5 schools week in and week out. So we kind of cover the forgotten programs of what college football used to be. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, X. We're all over the place. We're traveling. We're doing shows once a week. Once the season gets here, we'll do 3 morning shows a week. Just to give, we're covering 60 plus schools. They all deserve coverage. There's great players that go to the NFL that are all Americans we got a list of them on the Raiders. Speaking with our first draft pick.
Hey, let's
on.
go.
So, if you don't think they're good, you're sadly mistaken.
Absolutely, man. And you all are on the Believe Network now as well, aren't you?
We are. And thank you for setting that up, by the way. And yeah, we're on the Believe Network. You can find us on all the podcast streaming platforms. Group of 5 Guys.
Right on, man. Well, thank you for
Nice,
being here.
dude.
Can't
Thanks for
wait to
having me.
hear your takes on Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
man.
heard him while he was in college, but now he's officially a Raider, and so look forward to checking in with you
gonna be great.
on that and hearing your thoughts on that. All right, Swaggo.
Yes.
You always take our episode number and tie it back to something significant within Raider Nation. So before we jump off here into the show proper, what do we got for episode number 378?
Well, carry it for a second because I forgot to pull that up.
Well, that's okay. So 378 of these episodes, and we are very thankful for you all, Raider Nation, for joining us here live. I can't read the chat room, but if you're in the chat room, please leave your messages on that because I always love to go back and read all of those.
Yoshi gifted 5 memberships.
Oh,
awesome! I don't know if you said
Yeah,
that,
no,
but
I
think it
didn't
may
say
have
that.
just
Yeah,
happened,
and
but
then
he
Matthew
just did
Mangus
that.
became a member for a
18
million months or
months, I
something.
think.
like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And John Ogle had a $20 super chat.
Yeah, we got that in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all of those of you that are donating already to the One Nation Foundation. I say it all the time. We could do an entire episode of this show just thanking you for your generosity. So please know that none of that ever gets missed. That we never. Sometimes just in the for the sake of the show, we keep things moving. And so, and I apologize if we ever miss or kind of gloss over any of the donations. We just know that they're always recognized and always appreciated. And especially when we have, like, I just had a conversation. Name drop. My dad always said, "Don't be." Dang it! I messed the lineup. Frank Sinatra always told me, don't be a name dropper. But I talked to Angela Bolitnikoff earlier this week, and we had a conversation around the amount of money that we're going to have to donate coming this October. And the first thing out of my mouth is when she's like, so how's the fundraising going? Or where, how's it going with the show? It's you all. It's not us. Like, it's not coming from us. It's your generosity. And so, again, please know that that's always recognized by us. Thank you so very, very much. Swag Jeff.
Absolutely, man. So each and every week we take a significant moment within Raider Nation
related
related back.
Twice now. I love it.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Okay.
Hey yo.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
I'll start backing up into that shit.
Yeah, my name's not Christian Wilkins.
There it is. There's the first one.
That's
There's
been so
Absolutely.
easy for a while.
Oh,
That really is.
Look, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh,
You do your thing. You do your thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So this is episode 378 of Raiders Fan Radio, and we're going to be highlighting one of the legends, one of the greats in the Raider organization, and of course that is our favorite tight end, not named Brock Bowers.
Oh, so that's ever Dave Casper?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Dave
All right,
Casper.
all right, all
Yeah,
right.
man.
Because I'm like Todd Christensen, Dave Casper, like
Yeah, for sure. So he was drafted in 74, Hall of Fame tight end, played for 10 seasons, mostly with the Raiders, and included the franchise first Super Bowl win in January of 77. He finished his Hall of Fame career with 5,216 yards and 52 touchdowns. He also finished with 378 receptions.
Oh, nicely done, Jeff.
Well, yeah. Shout out T-Hom for that great one.
Thank you, T-Hom. All right, let's go ahead and hit some contact info there, Swag Jeff.
Let's do that.
Woo! Hey, Raider Nation! You got your old Uncle Mosh here with an updated contact info. So sit up, zip up, shut up, and pay attention. You can call us at 909-345-3346, or as Murf would say it, 909-345-3346. How about emailing me? You want to email me? Email me at show@RaidersFanRadio.com. Or what about reaching out to us on some of that social media stuff Swaggy likes? Try Facebook at Raiders Fan Radio Podcast, the Twit at Twitter at Raiders Fan Radio, Insta something, Instagram at Raiders Fan Radio, the tiki-tiki-taki-talk, TikTok at Raiders Fan Radio, or what about the Twitch? Some of you out there twitching. Anyway, Twitch at Raiders Fan Radio. Or if you don't like that, go to the YouTube. America, go to the YouTube. YouTube.com/Raiders Fan Radio. Oh my God, if that wasn't enough, go to your podcast provider and search Raiders Fan Radio. Holy crap, that was a lot.
Good. Oh, that was money.
That was-
That
it
was
was
money.
good.
Nice
It was
job.
good.
Nice
It
job.
was
Nice
good.
job. Nice job. Nice job.
Good. Nice
All right. So,
So is it time?
what? Oh, I guess we better do that, huh? Okay, sure. Yeah, heck yeah.
Fucking Swag Jeff, son of a bitch.
Wait till you hear what she's going to call you after this show.
No kidding, right? Damn.
All right, so we got to do our celebratory shot that we always do. So I've got always do a 99. We do a blind draw out of a cooler or a bucket. So I've got 99 watermelons. Michelle, what is yours?
I got cinnamon. So it's basically Fireball.
What you got there, Murph?
Espresso. Not bad.
Lucky
No, that's,
bitch.
that's a
Okay,
good one.
that's not
That's a
bad.
good one. And I got apple.
Yeah.
Okay.
QB
Could
Jeff
be
won
one. We'll
this
pray for
one.
you. Yeah, we'll pray.
Yeah.
All right, so Raider Nation, if you got a frosty adult beverage or a little plastic
gross.
bottle full of nastiness, go ahead and tip it up and let's celebrate the fatties. There we go. Salud.
Salud.
Oh, God, watermelon.
That apple wasn't terrible.
We should have traded.
You know, that espresso with a cannoli would go right down smooth.
Really?
Oh,
No, yeah.
It went bad.
How was yours, Michelle, the cinnamon? Is that like doing Goldschlager or something over
No,
there?
it's like Fireball, and It's like the flashbacks are tough.
I thought you had that in a cooler. I was expecting that to be cold. That was warm.
It was
They
in
were
a cooler.
cold
Well,
when
it was-
we first grabbed it.
Yeah, that was like
That was
20
the
minutes
worst
ago.
part of it.
Oh my gosh! All right,
we really need some better shots in there. Like,
but that's why it's so fun because
That's the
it's
whole
nasty
thing.
as hell. Well, anyways, all right. So this is going to be fun. Hey, welcome to the Fannies.
There you
all right,
go.
All right. So next up, let's go ahead and start here at the top of the show. We always like to give a little bit of respect. We don't do props. We don't do shout outs. There's nothing wrong with those things, but we're Italian. We like to give a little bit of respect.
Murf, Swaggy J, Nation. It's time for a little respect. You know, respect ain't bought, it ain't sold, it ain't demanded, it ain't negotiated, it's earned. And without blowing smoke or giving shameless plugs, we want to say salute and much respect to the following folks.
Who's the low one? There's somebody in here that's a little bit low. Yeah, that was. That's the deal, baby. That shot hit quick. There you go. Extra buzz for you, man. Nice, dude. Nice.
But hey, we like to give a little bit of respect here at the top of the show, and I think that we can all echo the same thing. And we'll just pass it around real quick because I don't want to belabor the point. But tonight's respect goes out to everybody that's in the chat room, everybody that's on the audio podcast, everybody that supports Raiders Fan Radio throughout the course of the year. Not only this show, but the One Nation Foundation. We cannot thank you guys enough for your generosity, your patronage. You interact with us on Twitter. We get to see you at games and tailgates and all that stuff. And it this is a creative space for all of us, and we love doing this, and we love the philanthropy aspect of it, raising for the One Nation Foundation, but none of it is cool without you, right? And that's the thing, Michelle, touch on that. Like, it's just like the friendships we've had and like the connections that we've made over the years with this show. None of that happens if no one's tuning in. You know what I mean?
Honestly, especially like this time. I mean, yeah, the season's sort of starting to take off because camp's happening and all that. But the people that hang in through like or even in the season when shit is getting tough to like even like being a Raiders fan, you know, they hang in there and they show up in the chat and they're funny as hell. And it's a pleasure to just be able to like read through the chat and see people still finding some sort of joy when there's sometimes no joy to be found. But yeah, it's just cool to know that there are people all over the place that feel the same way that we feel. And I don't know, I just love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, I think a lot of folks kind of use this chat room especially, but this show as kind of a little Raider therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because in years past, I mean, especially last year, we win 4 games and everything goes to hell.
Lost 10
and
in a row.
We lost 10 in a row. That was really, really bad, man. And like, yeah, but like folks
warning.
like, you know, folks like, you know, Kenny Clark, James Furpo, Chronicles of the Black Hole, Martin, Mojo, of course, Kevin the Raider Nerd. I mean, all these people are in here. The Mangus boys are in here. There's 80 people in the building tonight, which is the most that we've had in a minute. You know, I mean, but you know, football's back.
Yeah,
that's why. You know,
yeah,
everyone's coming back, and of course, it's the fannies.
Right.
But yeah, man, like, you know, when shit hits the fan, people are still showing up. They're pulling up and they're supporting the One Nation Foundation, and they're finding ways to laugh and all that stuff and just kind of make light of what we got going on because, you know, at the end of the day, the Raiders on the field, yes, we all love them and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, this is so much more than just a football game, a football team and all that stuff. This is really just a family.
Absolutely. That's a salient point that you make there, Swag Jeff, and turn over to QB Jeff. You grew up literally around the corner from the Oakland Coliseum. I think that for somebody, and like even for me, a Bay Area guy, you like where you're in it. Like it's so like the Raiders and the Raider family is literally something that was there as long as you have memories of growing up. Yes,
absolutely. And I think, and you talk about all the time the RFR family, and it's so big, right? And like, you know, we all got lives and we all got things going on. And for me, 3 kids, business, like life gets busy, and there's things that happen that get you down. And it's like you can always come back to this family and almost escape for a little bit and
man,
talk
thank
about people, talk to people and with people that are like-minded and could be going through stuff. Like I talk to people that I've met through this show just on a personal level, and it's awesome. And it's awesome to have those connections, because ultimately that's what life's about. Creating relationships and caring about people. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what this show has done. And then it all comes back to the One Nation Foundation, where you're helping other people in need. And that's, to me, what it's all about. And you guys have done a phenomenal job doing that. And I'm blessed to just be a part of it in a small way.
Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate
Right
that.
on, dude.
Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you to all of those of you in the chat room. I see a lot of goodwill coming in there on the chat. I've actually got the chat up on my phone here, so I can actually keep up with it a little bit.
Hey.
But appreciate all of those of you, man. For real, this Raider Nation thing, when we say it's family, like the La Familia, like we don't take that term lightly, and especially with the RFR family, man. Thank you all very, very much. All right, Swag Jeff, hit an audio break, and then I got an idea.
Ooh, okay.
Let's talk about the Raiders.
Novel.
Oh boy.
Las Vegas, a city without a pro football team, in a world gone mad.
Lingering.
What can we do? Acquire the most desired franchise in sports history? Sin City, lost wages, home of the Elvis weddings, and 24-hour debauchery. But finally, a match made in heaven. The Oakland Raiders have landed in the desert with the Death Star as their home. And to celebrate beyond your imagination has come 3 individuals hosting the most irreverent show while paying homage to the storied history of this franchise. Raiders Fan Radio with Murf, Swaggy J, and Michelle, taking a lighter side journey into the dark side.
All right, Swag Jeff, shout out that jersey real quick, and then we're going to talk about the Raiders.
Absolutely, man. So we're giving away 2 jerseys tonight. So the first is a signed Brock Bowers jersey. Comes with a certificate of authenticity. And if you don't like that, we've also got a signed Fred Biletnikoff jersey. Oh, this one. This might be my
like
favorite.
that?
Yeah, this might be. I know, right? I know, right? But this might be my favorite.
That is beautiful.
This might be my
AFL
favorite.
jerseys are gorgeous.
They're
man.
absolutely
white, yeah.
gorgeous, man. So it's a signed Freddie B, AFL style. And so if you want to get in the mix for that, every $10 donation via Super Chat gets you into the running to win that thing. And so far, we've raised $240 tonight.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So in a lot of... It's anyone's game. There's no leader in the clubhouse. Everyone is pretty much tied. So if you want to get in the mix, do it.
Absolutely. And I mentioned earlier that I spoke to Angela Biletnikoff this week. We had a mix-up on shipping, so unfortunately we don't have it here tonight. She's sending us a case of Biletnikoff wine, a case of the Chardonnay that I wanted to
That's
send.
my favorite.
Oh my gosh, it's
That's my
so
favorite.
freaking good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to send out to folks the secondary prizes. So I don't have a bottle to show you or anything, but just know that if we get... As you know, as we do, and especially on the fannies, if we get the donations start rolling in, we're gonna hook you guys up, man. And it's not about like what you can get and win or whatever. It's about supporting the Biletnikoff Foundation. It's about supporting Raider Dad and these Raiders charities that we support. But just know this too, knowing that we appreciate you guys, we're gonna send you some cool shit too. And speaking of all that, I've got a whole flock of freaking stuff going out tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah,
so anybody
absolutely.
that's won stuff, like all that stuff will be on the way very, very soon. All right.
And you know what? And I talked to Alex at Silver and Black Sports Collectibles,
Yes.
and he said the leader in the clubhouse tonight will get a prize.
Oh, right.
Whoever
on. So there you
donates
go.
the most money tonight will get a prize.
And what did we give away? Like 6 things last week or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I also owe Paul an apology because I have not sent his RFR collector print that I.
Oh, okay,
Lino
yeah.
cut. I need to send that. But also, if you became a member, I still have that Lino cuts have a window of how many you can make before the lino cut just is too old to make prints. I can still make prints on it. So if you became a member and you want a print, I need to bring it so I can show it. But send your address to show@RaidersFanRadio.com, and I will send you a print, and I'll make those within the next couple weeks and
Perfect.
send them out.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. All right, so there we go. So we're going to send you some stuff, I promise.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump into it. We're gonna lead off with our buddy QB Jeff over there, Murf as they call him on his show, because training camp has started. So now we got official football to talk about, and no one has been more stoked for Ashton Jeanty than you. I mean, I think all of us wanted the Raiders. It just made sense for the Raiders to draft Ashton Jeanty. He was the most impactful player at a major position of need for this team. And you've seen the guy play live. You were on the sidelines during the freaking college football playoff. You're very well versed in this guy's career and to what impact he can have to the Raiders. And talk a little bit about that, I feel like some fans, whatever, you can fan however you want. This is not me fan policing, but had an opinion where there was other things that we could have addressed with this team. I don't know if they understand the level of impact that this guy can have, and especially this week, now that not only are they in camp, but now pads are on, and you can see the dynamic nature of his game and the pass catching and what. Talk about that, about the level of impact of Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah, I think that's what people miss. People they get caught up in the analytics, you don't take a running back in the top 5 picks or 10 picks or whatever it is, and whatever you subscribe to is your business. I'm all about taking the best players that you can get in the positions that you need the most. We did not have a running back. And I don't think there's anybody in this draft, including quarterbacks, that you could have taken that has the impact that Ashton Jeanty has for our Raider team, for our situation. We could not run the ball last year at all. It was so bad. And when you become one-dimensional on offense, defenses can give you light boxes and play coverage in the back end. And then you have Aiden O'Connell, who I thought did a fine job, but didn't have a lot of help. So it's what do you need? You need to be able to run the ball in the NFL. Ashton Jeanty, by far, is the most athletic, twitchy, balance-driven, powerful running back that we've had in a long time. And the impact he has, not only in the pass game, because now you can't. You give Ashton Jeanty this O-line, and now we got Geno Smith, who I think is going to be the starter. They're saying Aiden O'Connell's playing great in training camp, but I think you brought in Geno to be the guy.
Right.
You can't give them a 5-man box. Jeanty will shred you to pieces. The first guy's going to miss. He had more yards after contact last year than any other running back had total yards. The dude is
bananas.
The dude is it's ridiculous. And you can say, he played in the group of 5. He played in the Mountain West. Well, look at his numbers against Oregon, who was the top 5 team in the country when they played him, and look what he did against Penn State. And you're talking about a top 5 defensive front when Abdul Carter, who got drafted in the top 5 picks,
number 2.
Yeah, number 2. That front was unreal. I was there on the sideline and watched it. The first guy never got Jeanty down. And then he's a converted he played wide receiver when he was young. The guy's got incredible hands out of the backfield. You saw he had that one-on-one with, I don't know who the linebacker was in training camp, smoked him. You can't cover this guy. He is such a matchup.
It was Devin
nightmare.
White, I think, wasn't it?
Well, it was today. He had one, I think, yesterday, too.
Oh, okay.
That he runs a little option route and just runs right by the guy, and he grabs his shirt and rips his undershirt because he's so far behind.
I saw that. Yeah.
The dude is so twitchy. And now when you can run the ball, it opens up everything else for Brock, for Myers, for all the other athletes that we got on the outside. Because guess what? When the quarterback turns around and does this, but there's not a ball there, the linebackers step up. Everybody freezes for a second. And now we're going vertical with Thornton.
Come on,
our guys at 6'3", that runs a
4.3
4.340. Now we got some movement. And then what does that do for the defense? Time of possession is a huge stat that people don't talk about. We were 3 and out last year. 3 and out. Our defense is great, but when you're on the field the entire game, you get exhausted. Max can only do so much, but man, you keep the defense on the sideline, and those guys are fresh. You got fresh legs, and we had some injuries on the defensive line too that didn't help. So and that's just kind of luck of the draw every year. You don't know what you're going to get with injuries, right? But I just think what Jeanty does for us as an entire team. You can't draft another player that has that potential that can do that many things for not only offense, but defense as well. So, of course, I'm biased. I'm a group of 5 guy. Damn it. Who else did you want?
That's
Right.
Sit here and explain to me who is a better pick than Ashton freaking Jeanty. I don't know one.
That's what but my point was on that too. And something else that you like opened my eyes to during that time when it was speculated about who they would draft or whatever. A lot of the criticism was, well, he never played against like big time defensive fronts, right? And he didn't have much of an offensive line in front of him. Like and when you look at, if you would have put him and said, okay, if he played an SEC schedule, he wouldn't have had the productivity that he would have had in the group of 5. You brought up the point that, yeah, but if he was running behind an SEC offensive line, he would, if he's at Georgia or if he's at Alabama or Tennessee or wherever, Ohio State, you pick it, where you've got these monsters playing up in front of him. Do you think that defensive line is going to be as impactful? You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I know
and so
exactly
now,
what you're saying.
what clicked in my brain was when you said, well, now he's playing behind Colton Miller, JPJ, Jordan Meredith, Alex Kappa, whoever the combination is, DJ Glaze, whatever it is, that's now who he's playing behind. Those are the best of the best that the Raiders have to offer. That line is going to be tremendous, like light years past anything he's ever ran behind at freaking Boise State, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no question about that, but you're also going against the best defenders in the world, right?
Well, that's true too. Okay, fair enough.
But there's things, just watch his film. Just go and watch. Go and watch the Oregon game. Go and watch the Penn State game, which people crucify him for not having a great game. But it's like you were getting hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and you had over 100 yards.
Yes.
Like, say what you want. Very rarely the first guy brings him down. Like, he's fast. He could go the distance. He's got an incredible, like, low center of gravity. And Chip Kelly was talking about that the other day. He's like, I don't think people really understand how talented this young man is. And to be able to, in my opinion, some people say it as a negative. Like, he carried the ball so much there, like so many times per game, like 25 to 30 times a game. And like, he got banged up, but he still played. Like, to me, that shows how durable he is. I don't think there's a limit on how many carries you have, like, in your entire life. Like, the guy's ready to go. He's in prime shape. And here's the other thing. He's an incredible human being. Like, just an incredible person, hard worker, comes from a great family. He's a, proxy paisan. He spent time in Italy because his dad was in the military. I mean, what more do you want? And he can block. He can catch out of the back. He's a 3-down back. Like, I'm telling you, anything can happen. There's crazy things that happen, injuries, all that stuff. If he can stay healthy, I'm telling you, this guy's going to be Rookie of the Year. That's what I think.
That's what I think so too. Don't you, Michelle?
Yeah. So from someone who is, I consider myself a superficial football watcher. I've never played it. So I can only go by what my eyes have seen. And seeing us take Brock Bowers as best player available, and then seeing Jeanty taken as something that the Raiders desperately needed, it only would make sense to my eyes that would be the direction that you would go. But to watch, like, the film, and because I have tried to dig in a little just to kind of see, like, what he did, and we did watch, a lot of Lamont and I watch a lot of college football, so watching that, I just feel like it only makes sense to take what you need. And the other thing that I didn't understand until just a few years back is how important a running back is. Like, I used to be the football fan that was like, just throw the fucking ball, just throw it deep,
right? Because that's exciting.
Because it's exciting, and it's like the big play, and it's the big thing. But you don't realize how the running game, how important that is to winning not just football games but championships.
Come on,
and so getting that piece of the puzzle on top of the head coach that knows what the fuck he's doing with his players just feels like it couldn't have been a better soup to start mixing up, So it just, from a superficial watcher, it just is so exciting to know. And then to hear you sort of really lay down all of the things about him, which aren't things that, like, my brain would even think about, makes it even more exciting to know Oh, hell yeah. We
Absolutely.
got a fucking dog.
Absolutely.
Well, and you know,
Yeah,
Swaggo,
absolutely.
like as much as this league has changed over the years, and it's changed a lot since the old days, but there is something that's still consistent. Just ask the Philadelphia Eagles in the postseason, like what
come
you're talking
on.
about, winning late, winning on the road.
Yep.
Run the football, play defense, don't turn it over. Guess what? Lombardi.
Absolutely. Well, you know, at the end of the day, this will still always be a passing league, but I feel like the league is getting back to the running game. You know, I mean, you're exactly right. Just ask the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, I mean, they were a running back away and all that stuff. But I mean, like,
Shout out the 99 Club for Saquon and Madden this
there
year.
you go,
know what I mean?
100%. But I think you made a great point, Michelle, when you said, like, you know, we desperately needed the running back. Like, I mean, when you saw what kind of team we put out on the field with Josh Jacobs and without Josh Jacobs. You know what I mean? Like, when we went from Josh Jacobs and to Zamir White and Sincere McCormick, no disrespect to either one of those guys, but, like, I don't see Zeus making the team this year. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
so,
like it's just, you know, it's so far away. But, like, you know,
I don't think
now to
Lobby
see-
may not either.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not, man. No, I mean, you got Mostert coming into the building, and you got Sincere. That may be your three that you roll with, you know, for sure. But you know, I think that, you know, it's just going to be a game changer for sure. And to ask you, QB Jeff, you know, I know you were a big fan of Josh Jacobs too. You were a huge
not want
proponent.
to let him go.
Didn't want to let him go. So now you enter the Raiders Fan Radio draft, and you have Josh Jacobs and you have Ashton Jeanty. Who are you taking?
Ooh, good question.
Josh Jacobs now at his age in his career, and I'm taking a rookie, Ashton Jeanty.
Each one at their prime.
At their prime. I mean,
Oh.
I'm going to be biased and to say Jeanty, just because I think Jeanty gives you an element in the pass game that Jacobs had good hands and he could make guys miss. And that was one of my things about Jacobs. Like, we cannot let this guy go because we had issues on the O-line. But again, Jacobs led the league in yards after contact. Like, that's a stat that's super important as a running back,
100%.
especially when you have deficiencies on your offensive line. It covers up holes that you may have. And Jeanty's a very similar type of player. I just think he's a little bit better in the pass game, hands-wise, than Jacobs was. So if you're asking me that question on the spot, I'm gonna say Jeanty. Plus, because Jacobs went to Alabama, Jeanty went to Boise State. I'm gonna be a little biased
Come
there.
on, yeah.
And we already know Josh Jacobs' ceiling, frankly.
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
know
Yeah,
Ashton Jeanty's
true.
ceiling, and don't listen, Raider Nation, don't you dare freaking send me an email about this.
Send it.
But
Show at RaidersFanRadio.
No, Murf at Raiders Fan Radio. Just send it straight to him.
no, send it to show RaidersFanRadio.com.
Yeah, send it to Murph.
Hold on, let me give you his home address.
But he for real, man. This could listen. This could be he could be a Barry Sanders for all we know. We don't know. We know what Josh Jacobs is. Josh Jacobs is smack dab in the prime of his career. We know exactly who he is as a running back in the
Right.
NFL. We don't know that with Ashton Jeanty. Is that a roll of the dice? Sure, if you wanted to try to pick between them, but hey, I like to play craps. Like, I would roll the dice on Ashton Jeanty.
The other piece I think that we're missing too is you got to give some credit to Chip Kelly here. I think he learned a lot in his first stint in the
Preach.
NFL, going back to Ohio State and managing. Like, don't get it twisted. Ohio State spent more money in NIL last year, and they won the national championship, and they had more talent on that roster than any other team in the country, and that's why they won with a quarterback that I think is very good, but I don't think he was a world beater. Like he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he was the best quarterback in the country by any means.
No,
But
he
for
went in the
Chip-
6th round.
Yeah, but for Chip,
Yeah, I thought we were going to draft him.
But for Chip to handle all those athletes, Jeremiah Smith and those guys, to get them the ball, like I think Chip, no pun, has a chip on his shoulder coming back to the NFL.
Come on.
And has some talent around him. And that guy is a matchup guru. He will get your guys
Yes.
on your best guys on their worst guys in coverage or in the run game. He's very smart. And I think that's one thing that Jeanty's going to benefit from that Jacobs didn't have. You got an offensive savant in Chip Kelly. He knows what he's doing, and he's a little quirky. Like, he does
He's a weird
lot,
dude, man.
He does a lot of motions. He does a lot of things that are kind of unorthodox.
Right.
I'm excited
I
to
love
see him in a
Weird.
second stint in the
Yeah,
NFL.
absolutely.
Weird is
Well, and
good.
his team looks so similar from Ohio State to now coming to the Raiders because you got an accurate passer,
Yep.
a guy that can put the ball in the receiver's hands anytime, anywhere, whatever, and that's what Geno is, and that's what Will Howard was last year. And then you got the freaking electric running back in the backfield, and then you got a burner in Dante Thornton, and then you've got the sure-handed guys like Bowers and Jacoby
Bash.
Myers and Jack Besh and all that stuff. Man, this is. I mean, I think it's going to be reminiscent. Like he could run it back.
And Geno doesn't get enough credit. He's athletic.
Okay,
he
thank
doesn't
you.
get
He's
enough
athletic,
credit.
yeah.
Because we can't get out of a Raiders segment without asking you about quarterback
yeah.
play. So I want you to talk about Geno, but also too the dynamicism that can evolve from this, because now we're going to have a quarterback that can execute, and we're going to have a play caller that is going to be willing to call play action. What a concept!
Oh, I love play action.
It's
one of my favorites.
It's the best. Dude, what was Bill Musgrave?
I know, that's so
and
lame.
even that was sparse. Like we freaking.
I know.
It took me
I always
that
feel
long
so
to-
stupid because I'm always like asking them, like, what the fuck? Like, what's happening? Okay.
But talk about that. So because Geno is brilliant at that.
Yeah, and play action doesn't work when you're ranked 30th in the league in rushing. Like, it just doesn't. Like, when you're not, from a defensive standpoint, when you're not concerned about the run, play action literally does nothing. They're like, I can handle that run game with my front 4 D linemen and 1 linebacker. If you can handle the run game and with that, like, you're literally, play action doesn't matter. You could turn around and stick the ball out there. It's not going to do anything. So then you bring in Jeanty. Now you have Geno, who I think he was one of the best quarterbacks in college football in his day. And he got to sit. That I'm a big proponent of quarterbacks going to the NFL and being able to sit and learn and watch, learn how to become a pro, learn how to play against NFL defenses, the speed. You don't get your confidence shot your rookie year because you're thrown into a terrible situation where you're expected to save a franchise. And that's like, how many of them work out? I bet you it's less than like 2% of them, of rookie quarterbacks that go in and do what they're actually supposed to do. You have a couple outliers, but that's it. But Geno got to sit. He got to learn how to be a pro. He's got a great arm. He's more athletic than he gets credit for. He was a phenomenal signing, in my opinion. I couldn't be happier.
Way better than
that's
Sam
something
Darnold.
that Tom
no
Brady
doubt.
talked about.
Yes.
I mean, he talked about letting a quarterback
Absolutely.
actually like sit under somebody.
Yeah,
and
learn. Learn the game.
Yeah, and not just get shoved out like Aiden O'Connell, into fucking
And credit Aiden.
terrible
I thought
waters.
he did.
Yeah,
for
he
not,
did.
For not just completely going in. Like, I've been there. Things snowball. When you
Yeah.
lose confidence as a quarterback, you've got to be confident. It's hard
What
to
game
get it
was
back.
that, Jeff? Where can we find that on YouTube?
What are you talking about?
You losing confidence in the game. I want to go check that out.
That was before
I wanna check that- I
YouTube
wanna
was
check
really
them.
a thing. And I'm not done 4 or
That
5
was on
picks in a game
MySpace,
before.
and
It
we
happens.
can't log into MySpace anymore.
Yeah,
so.
MySpace is the only thing. It's
Did you have you really? You threw 4 picks in a game?
absolutely. Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
listen,
it
every
happens.
quarterback probably has, right?
It's such a mental, it's such a
Yeah.
mental chess game, and you got to get out of your head. And sometimes you get down this road, and I couldn't imagine the pressure of being the savior of an NFL franchise where you got all these people that are counting on you. You're getting paid all this money, and all of a sudden, you ain't got a lot of help, and you're in a crappy organization, and now you're expected to fix everything. Like, that's a terrible hand.
Well, and I got to ask you something, because this is interesting to me. So, and I don't want to dwell on anything negative, but I'm just curious to how, because you're in a good, positive place in your life. So I think it's interesting to explore the experience. Was that at Neyland Stadium in front of 100,000 people? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not, again, I'm not trying to but you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm just curious to where's the resilience come from to then put that away, prep for the next game, and then move on past, and the reason I think it's relevant to this Raiders conversation is that Geno does that.
Yeah.
He'll have a good season, but he'll have a 3-pick game.
Yeah.
It's going to happen this year, Raider Nation. If you're not familiar with Geno Smith's career, he'll be accurate and consistent, all this, and then he'll shit the bed in one game and everybody's going to, I know Raider Nation's going to do on Twitter, everybody's going to be like, oh my gosh, this was a terrible signing and blah, 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 blah.
Put in O'Connell.
Put in O'Connell and freak out. You know what I mean? But that's not the case, because when you're a vet, you're a pro, you're healthy mentally, you can put that away and move on to the next thing. That's got to be crazy hard to do, man. So I'm just asking you, like, what did you do to deal with that?
Well, I think you learn it usually early on in your career, and a lot of it has to do with life too. Like when things get hard and shit hits the fan, are you gonna stay and put your face in the fire? Or are you gonna run away, right? So you learn a lot of that of just having to deal in your own head mentally. But like sometimes shit happens. You throw a pick, and you're like, damn it, all right, well I got to make something happen. Now I'm forcing stuff. You throw another pick, so it's like. Buster Faulkner was my OC at Middle, who's now the OC at Georgia Tech, who's going to be a head coach here very soon, had this motto. It was FIDO. It was fuck it and drive on. You throw a pick, it doesn't matter. Fuck it and drive on. You throw a touchdown, great. Bucket and drive on. Like that was his thing.
That's dope.
And that helped a lot.
That's cool,
Like,
man. That's
it
good.
doesn't matter if it was great or if it was bad. It's in the past. There's nothing you can do about it. But like some people, like if you've played great for so long and you've never had any adversity, whether it was in college or high school or whatever level you're at, like, and I don't know if you remember this, guys. I said, I don't like Caleb Williams. I don't think he's going to be a great NFL quarterback. He didn't do things great in college. He ran around, played this, going into an NFL system. Like he had everything kind of handed to him at USC. And he's struggling. He's struggling right now. And it's
Struggling
again,
at camp, too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I get it. It's a new offense,
So's
but,
Bo Nix.
but it's all these. But it's all these things. Like
Yes.
if you've never faced adversity, you don't want to face adversity your first time being in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, because that's a whole mental process that you got to work through. So I give Aiden a lot of credit last year for not just folding up, and that just shows credit to his character and his resilience. And he's, from what I've read, he's doing very well at camp this year.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. You want competition. Cream rises to the top.
Yeah.
So I hope he pushes Gino to be even better, or maybe he wins the job and he's the guy. But I'm
right, don't
I'm
get
happy
crazy
with
over
Geno
there.
Smith. I think he's for what was available. I don't think we could have got a better guy. A guy that sat, learned, is a vet, that can throw it, that can run. He's athletic, like he gets it. And then you pair him up with Pete Carroll.
Yeah, his
and
best years were with
man,
Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you give him the best running back in college football from a year ago.
Yeah.
And the best tight end in football.
Yeah, it takes
Come
a
on.
lot of the pressure off, right?
Yeah.
Of having to throw the long ball.
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot of that
Well,
off.
it's a numbers
Yeah.
game. It's a matchup
Yeah.
game. Now you bring that extra guy in the box because you're worried about Jeanty. Now you have
Right,
one-on-one
right.
coverage on the outside. It just changes everything. And then if our defensive line can stay healthy,
Damn it, QB Jeff. Don't
I mean,
get
is
me
it
excited.
He's giving us hope.
have you guys not heard?
Fucking give me hope.
Come on.
Have you guys not heard?
Say it.
Tell us
Guys,
the
we're winning the
news.
Super Bowl
We're
this
winning
year.
the Super Bowl. Hell yeah.
Go. Let's go.
I knew it. I knew I was right. I knew I was right.
Finally,
Vindication.
this was the year, Michelle. Oh,
I
my
said 13
gosh.
and 4, and QB Jeff just said
15
you might
and
be
2.
right. I undercut the Raiders on this one.
Well, so okay, real quick, and we got to get to the voicemail. Schedule prediction, Jeff. Swag or not swag, Jeff. QB Jeff. What are we doing this?
I haven't even
Don't
looked.
be 10
I
and
was gonna say
7
he needs
guy.
to see. I need to give him the list though, so he can actually look at the games. Though he needs.
Yeah,
to
I'm going to be
kinda
honest.
know.
I've been
Yeah.
going through
You've been in college football
14
mode.
rosters,
Down in
a
it.
conference, players, and now with the transfer portal, I have not dived into the Raiders schedule, so I can't
So
get.
what's your heart say?
He needs to send it to us.
I mean, I think that's all right. I had looked at the matchups. I'm going to say we're at least a 10-win team.
That's what I'm talking about.
At least.
I'll take it. I'll take
We'll
it.
take it.
That can win the Super Bowl.
Or is YO and East Coast Raider in there say 17 and
17
0.
and 0. I mean,
Why not?
why not?
If you're going to go 10, might as well go 17.
You
Why
might
not
as
us?
well. What's 7 games?
7, yeah. All right, Raider Nation, appreciate you very, very much. Everybody that's in the chat room tonight, we're going to knock out.
Can I shout out the chat,
Yeah.
please?
Please do it. And then we're going to
We
knock
have
out a
some
few
super chats,
voicemails.
too.
And then guess what? We got to do the fannies.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
we do.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. Martin in there. Kenny Clark, Intel, which Intel just dropped his second $100 donation
Oh, my
into the building.
gosh,
yeah, so
Intel.
much respect to
Jeez,
Intel.
Intel.
Yeah. Yeah, can't thank you enough.
Constantly lighting up our leaderboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. He's the leader in the clubhouse for sure. And as I said earlier, the leader in the clubhouse automatically is getting a prize tonight.
Cool.
So
And we've got 2 main prizes to give out tonight as well.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. So
Or
let's
3,
see.
anyways.
Yeah, SoCal Sal, OG Daniel in there, Matthew Menges, let's see, Mojo in there, East Coast Raider, Wyoming Raider in there. Let's see here, Vaselli is in there, Cool Kev is in there,
Hey,
Tider
Paisan.
Raider in there. Yeah, man,
Ty.
we got the whole crew. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. All right, Swag Jeff, let's go to the Sea of Fans.
Okay, let's do that.
Already, okay.
There he is, fading, looking. He's under the gun. He's caught, he throws. It is.
All right, Raider Nation, the Sea of Fans mailbag. This is where we hear from you because more of you and less of us is a good thing. And so we're going to hit the Sea of Fans before we get to the fannies. We got some great voicemails tonight. We've got 5 voicemails that we're going to get to. And we also have your emails as well. So if you want to email the show, you can email the show at show.
Yes.
That is show.
Yes.
That is S. How at RaidersFanRadio.com.
Nice.
Just email the show at SHOW, RaidersFanRadio.com. And if we read your email an indefinite amount of times, you can become the next made man or made maiden here at Raiders Fan Radio, or you can call the show. And you can call the show at 909-345-3346. That's 909-345-3346. Good job, guys. I appreciate you, all of those of you that call each and every week, and at 909-345-3346. And if we play your voicemail 3 or more times, you can become the next made man or made maiden here at Raiders Fan Radio that way. But we always kick off this segment with the emails, and Michelle has the honor of reading your emails. And Michelle, who do we have tonight?
Okay, so first we have Pity Wren, but I just realized that Martin's is a voice email, and I just forwarded it to you. So
We'll play it tomorrow night.
Okay.
We'll play it tomorrow night.
Okay.
Swag,
there you go.
Swag Jeff and I are going to do a show. We'll do it tomorrow.
Sorry, Martin. I should have checked.
Martin's going to get plenty of love tonight. Don't be sorry for Martin. I promise.
He'll be all right.
This is going to be the Martin show here coming up in a minute. Yeah.
He'll be all
It's a
right.
great show.
Martin show. Well, that is a great
Martin.
show. That is a great
Martin,
show.
I love Martin.
Love Martin.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Pity Wren is the first one. Hello, Swag. You're my favorite. First one.
Hey,
Take it
let's
easy.
go.
All right.
Who is
Easy.
that?
Pity Wren, but that is not a great way to start the emails when I'm the one reading them. But okay.
But that's a good way to get a sizzler.
It's true.
Murf, Michelle, I still miss Uncle Mosh.
We love him.
Wow, we're just shit on both.
I know,
But we
so
do
that-
love Uncle Mosh, though, so
so-
I'm not mad at that.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
Murph,
and Murph and Michelle are on the
This
show
is-
too.
And this is actually PSP Raiderette.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Good.
we hear
All
from
right.
a lot, so I love her. I am listen to you guys on a regular basis. I've been trying to catch up. Life's thrown me a couple wrenches, and I actually had to distance myself from Raider Nation because it was adding to my panic attacks. That's understandable. Understandable.
Get it.
Totally
Yeah.
get that.
Yep.
So now I'm doing my best to catch up on this for the coming year. By the way, I always had a feeling about after Carr left, as far as I'm concerned, this year is supposed to be better than the last 10 or so years, which is, let's just all from her mouth to God's ears.
Amen.
I'm a Raider, and I want to watch some winning fucking games.
Come on.
Let's go.
They lost on my game for my 50th, so I need them to make it up to me. I need to walk the streets proudly. I need to not feel like I'm defending myself against all these haters who are talking shit because we don't have our shit together. This needs to work out, finally.
Finally.
We could not be another restart year. I want us to have an actual start year. I want Raider Nation to get what we deserve, a fucking winning season. Also, shout out to Paul. Paul. You are awesome, and you are part of my motivation to even comment. Also, Max,
Hello,
he is
Paul.
the true embodiment of Raider Nation. I
on.
love a loyal man. Same. Thank you, Raiders Fan Radio. If you add this to your lineup, PSP Raiderette out. By the way, I'm not using Grammarly, so if there are any typos, fuck it.
Nice. There you go, PSP.
Thank you for
Good job,
that.
PSP.
Yeah. And then we have Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Evening Raiders faithful. Hope you're all well. And so another illustrious RFR season comes to an end, and we can all look forward to another.
Sorry, jeez.
Just
Get your John Bonham on
shit in
over
the
there.
trash over there. Okay, that's cool. And we can all look forward to a new season of Raiders football. Before we get to that, though, we have the 2025 Fanny Awards, so I'll be brief. I'll keep my thoughts about Christian Wilkins to myself for now, despite the fact it's turning into a bigger drama than Antonio Brown's hot air balloon and frozen feet.
Truth.
Last year in my email, I added a few awards myself: the Holy Crap Award, the Lack of Awareness Bonehead Pendejo Award, and the What Rhymes with Nantucket Award.
Yes,
You've
you
won
did.
them all this year, Christian, my friend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he deserves all.
Nice, Paul.
Tonight seems appropriate to update the BRT Sizzler scoreboard, so here's some numbers for you because we don't do
Ooh,
math.
nice.
I don't do math.
No, we hate math.
There have
Love
been,
numbers, though.
If it's money. There have been 276 shows in total, 251 where a Sizzler has been awarded. 373 Sizzlers have been awarded in total since the first one back in show 102.
Okay.
I'm proud and honored to say I'm currently in the number 1 spot on 24 with Kill Jadis on 22.
Top spot.
Attaboy, Paul.
Houston Raider Steve is on 17, and Raider Born Rico is on 16. Then we have T-Hom and Tider Raider on 14, Jordan Ford and Josh in the 703 on 12. Daniel and Matthew Mangus are joined on by 10 and by Jacob in Fresno. Martin and Rev Raider are on 8. Kevin, the Raider Nerd, Mojo, Ron, and Wyoming Raider are next on 7. Cousin Sonny has 6. BRT Raider Trucker, Coach Davis, Ernesto in Mexico, iPatch, Stacy Ruff Raider, and Tyrone Davis are all on 5. Pirate 1975 and Raider Ramon are on 4. B-Dog and A Pasture, Donovan, Ebony Graves, Jesus of Alum Rock, Justin Wendy, Lalo Meloso, OG Daniel, Storm, and Van City Raider are on 3. Animal Mother, Chuck McCann, Fargo Raider, John Ogle, Raphael, Susan Lindley, and the Raider Truth Chicken are on 2.
Wow.
There are
That's
71. It is. There
It's a
are
lot of people, man.
It is
Yeah.
a lot of people, but there are 71 that have won.
Holy
so
cow.
Y'all get up on them Sizzlers, man.
Oh, let's go. That's
On the-
fun,
that
man.
is fun. I love Paul.
How
for
did he
this.
get all that info?
God.
Well, we've been doing this
His
for,
ass
well,
is just,
we've been doing this.
He's got his quill.
Yeah.
And he's just,
exactly
because
what
he's
I
over
was
in England. He's over in England.
telling you.
So he has
He's
his
got
like
a quill and an
kerosene. He's
abacus.
got his little kerosene.
He's over there flipping beads behind him.
And his kerosene lantern. And he's just telling everybody, RFR is coming. Okay. On the last show. Okay.
What was Bill?
Okay.
Okay. What was Bilbo's thing? A road far less traveled. You're the
On the
best,
last
Paul.
show, Joss and fuck that fucking cinnamon.
It got you.
It really did. And then there's a surge.
Well,
also
that's
to
true.
blame.
Don't do it.
On the last show, Josh in the East
Your eyes
Bay-
are going to start crossing like Scott Gilbranson.
I feel like they might be. I feel like they might be. Yeah, it's close. On the last show, Josh in the East Bay became the 9th person to be awarded a Sizzler on the same night as becoming a made man.
Hey,
He joins.
that's cool.
That
That
is
is
cool.
cool.
He joins Chucktown Raider, Fabricator Gill, Jacob in Fresno, Jay in Syracuse, Kevin the Raider Nerd, Miss OG Miss OG Daniel, I feel like Swag Jeff.
You sound like him too.
Well, I'm catching strays. What the hell?
Well, because you had the ultimate Jim Beam
I've
night.
seen you
Oh,
read
yeah.
many an email with
Hey.
some trouble.
It happens. It happens.
It does. Okay. I'm not saying that again. Raider Ramon and Susan Lindley. And finally, congratulations in advance to all tonight's. Oh, God.
You got this, Michelle. You got this. Fourth quarter.
Maybe I need some readers. That's next.
Oh, there
Tonight's
you go.
winners, and a huge thank you to all at Raiders Fan Radio for getting us through another postseason. You've no idea what it means, so thank you for your hard work. Stay safe, RFR family. Love you, Raider Nation. His Lordship, the Royal Scribe, Paul Edgerton, Shropshire, Mississippi, Polly Award winner 2019-2022, Foggy Glasses Award winner 2020, Made Man of the Year 2024, BRT Scissors scorekeeper, Proud Made Man,
Five time.
times 5 winner of the Raiders Fan Radio BRT Sizzler.
Nice, Paul.
Well done, Michelle.
Finally, I got it.
Paul, your name Paul?
Hello? Paul? Hello? Paul?
I met him with Paul. Who? Paul.
Paul, yes, Paul.
Paul's not here. Hey, Paul. Paul.
Hi. I'm Paul.
Darn right you are, Paul. We appreciate your email so very, very much. And if you want to be the next BRT Sizzler, you can send your email or your voicemail to Raiders Fan Radio, or show at RaidersFanRadio.com or 909-345-3346. And the Sizzler Award is the best emailer or phone caller of the night. And so those were your incredible emails. And then also, next up, and I love it that Paul's like the scorekeeper.
Yeah.
I love it. He gives the rundown, man. That's so freaking cool, man, that he takes the time to invest in that.
I have to tell this story because it's sort of crazy. So I'm in Mexico with my wife about 2 months ago, and for our 12-year wedding anniversary. You go to Mexico.
Congratulations.
Thank you. When you go to Mexico, there's people from all over the world that are there.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting talking to this couple. They just got married. They're younger than me and my wife, and we're talking to them, and they had English accents. So I'm like, "Oh, where are you guys from?" He goes, "From Shropshire, England." I said, "Wait a second." I said, "Hold on." So I DM Paul, and he's like, "What's the city that they actually live in?" It was like 15 minutes from Ball.
Oh no way.
Kidding.
I was like, "I know a royal scribe from Shropshire, England, and his name's Paul Edgerton." He goes, "Edgerton is like a very prominent name."
Oh, is it like the Smith of Shropshire or something?
Yeah. I was like, "This is crazy."
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Paul,
That's
you're
fun.
like world
A
renowned.
prominent name is
Yeah.
Paul royalty?
I mean, he's the royal scribe.
He's the
Sir
royal
Paul.
scribe. He is
Hey,
royalty.
He's royalty around here. That's
no
for
doubt.
damn sure. And so for the reason that we say Shropshire, Mississippi is because Shropshire is west of Birmingham in England. And in the United States, that's Mississippi is west of Birmingham. So I made the joke one time about Paul being from Shropshire, Mississippi. And it's funny because the Graveses, who actually live in Mississippi, they were like,
No, that's right.
I never heard no Shropshire. And they were like looking it up. They're trying to find out where that was in Mississippi. It was really funny.
Oh,
But yeah, so anyway, Paul's been a long time stalwart of this show and the consistent emailer and just participant in the chat room and everything else. And so we love you, Paul. And so great job there as always. All right, next up, we're going to get to the calls.
Yes.
We got 5 calls to get to, and then we're going to kick off the fannies. So we got about probably 15 minutes here of calls. We're going to start it off with our good buddy. His name is OG Daniel.
Hey, Michelle, Murf, Swaggy Jeff. It's OG Jack Daniel, Chronicles of the Black Hole. What the hell is going on, man? The whole universe is turned upside down. I got this idiot Florio complimenting us, and then Nick Wright saying, "Oh, these guys are going to make the playoffs." And what happened to our haters, man? Are they just are they messing with our heads? Is this a trap? Like, are they trying to, take away my hate fuel for those guys? I don't know what's up, man. But I'll tell you what, I do look forward to seeing the preseason because I want to see Ashton Jeanty. I want to see him get Pete Carroll, wind him up, and let him go. Anyway, hey, I haven't talked to you guys in a long while. Fuck the Chiefs. Go Raiders.
Nice.
Martin said his message won't make much sense next show. Can I play it in my mic or it won't work?
I could try to find it. We'll try to find it.
I did email it to you, but just now.
Okay. Appreciate OG Daniel. Appreciate you very, very much calling the show. Good to hear from OG Daniel. No, he had some challenges that were going on in his life, and so I'm glad to hear you're able to return back to Raiders Fan Radio, and I'm sure you've been in the chat, and we appreciate you and love you, OG Daniel, and the support that you give us here at Raiders Fan Radio. All right, next up, we've got our buddy Jay in St. Louis.
Murf, Swaggo, Michelle, your boy Jay from St. Louis. Last time I was calling in, I had someone else's piss all over me for no fucking reason.
You?
This time I'm calling in because
block that
I
out.
am a fucking hypocrite. Proudly a hypocrite. Because when Geno Smith went to the Seahawks and said his corny ass, "They wrote me off, but I ain't right back," I'm like, that's the lamest shit I ever heard. And then when he comes to fucking Vegas and is like, "I didn't come here to roll the dice.
Oh, this is a great line.
I'm here to run the table." I'm like, let's fucking go. This shit's hyped. Let's go. All biased. Let's go. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about other teams. He wasn't on our team, so it was lame. He's on our team, so it's cool. Also,
I love it.
Big fan of this wrestling podcast. It's called COD Wrestle Pod. Such a fan that these dudes are fucking Chiefs fans, and I still watch. But the moral of the story is I got a bet with him. He thinks that the Saints are going to be worse than the Browns. So I bet him that the Browns would have fewer wins than the Saints, and the bet is the price of a Max Crosby jersey. So if he loses, he has to wear a Max Crosby jersey as a diehard Chiefs fan. If I win, I have to donate, or if I lose, I have to donate $100 for the price of a Max Crosby jersey to their pod. But that should be a thing we're all cheering for. Let's go fucking Saints, because they're going to be better than the Browns. This is Jay in St. Louis out.
All right, there you go, Jay. St. Louis. All right, I got it. Here's Martin.
Oh, good.
Morning all. In an ever-changing and uncertain world, it's good to know that some things remain, including the Raiders having off-season dramas, and of course, Raiders fan radio. Can it really only be a year since the last glittering fannies? Pause if necessary. I should point out that fanny means something rather different here in the UK than it does over there in the colony. I'll leave you to look it up if you don't know. Anyway, back to the last fannies, which was the first show I properly interacted with in the chat.
That's right.
I missed a lot of references and in-jokes, obviously, but really enjoyed the tone and enthusiasm. I also loved the fact that the money received from Super Chats went to charity, not what I was used to at the time. As a casual but enthusiastic fan, I felt I'd found my tribe. I'll never catch up when it comes to knowledge of players, tactics and history, but I got the feeling from the chat that you don't mind that, and that's very refreshing. But we're not here to wallow in schmaltz. Well, Paul might. We want awards, and lots of them. Like the coveted Rah Rah Oops award for most underperforming hype, which goes to AP. Then there's the Who Needs Friends award for the quickest transition from fan favourite to pariah, which goes to Devontae Adams.
Truth.
And maybe even the Good Effort Son award for fruitless endeavour, sponsored by the Thousand Trails Las Vegas RV Park, which this year goes to Gardner Dude Where's My Van Minshew. A late entry this year is the Ken Dodd Honorary Tickling Stick, which goes to Christian Wilkins for services to Raffle and banter. I can guarantee that this is the first and likely last time that Ken Dodd will get a mention on Raiders Fan Radio. That's enough nonsense from me for now. I'm holding up proper homegrown nonsense here, so finally... Respect to the hosts for keeping us sane through a challenging year. Respect to the chat for always being just about on the right side of madness. Shout out to anyone who tried to outbid Yoshi for some swag this year. Big up the One Nation Foundation and all its beneficiaries. Good luck with your new ad sponsor, and continued success with HTO, real refreshing. And last but not least, go Raiders!
There you go, Martin.
I'm glad that made it.
What did he? What advertiser was he talking about there, Jeff?
HTO.
Need some refreshment? Sip Real. At HTO, you can dive into dozens of flavors of real and real refreshing iced tea. Mix and match your faves or grab a gallon to go. HTO. Real tea, real refreshing.
There you go.
I want to try it
That's
so bad.
I can't wait till we
Yeah.
get
Can't wait to try
Vegas. Yeah. So we're
When are we going to be there?
we're gonna be there next month for the Bolitnikoff Foundation event, but then we're
For
going
Raider Dad.
Raider Dad,
excuse me,
yeah.
thank you. And then we're gonna be there for Bolitnikoff, but that's in October. But then we're going back. Oh, I didn't tell you about this yet. We're all trying to get a big group trip to go out in January for the Chiefs game.
Okay.
And we pretty sure that HTO will be open.
Oh, by
for
then.
By then.
Oh, cool.
And so we might even do a show from there. Like we can do all kinds of cool shit.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyway,
Send me the days.
but we're going. Okay, it's last game of the season.
Oh, okay.
It's that last week. That's
okay.
what we play the
Alright.
Chiefs at Allegiant. So even
Yeah.
hopefully, if there's the Madden Davis gods are looking upon us, we can freaking be competing for a playoff spot. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I don't want to say play spoiler because if I say play spoiler, that means that we don't have anything to play for, and they do. But
we'll be sitting players because we're doing
Come
so
on,
well.
Michelle.
I was going to do that, and you beat me to it.
Yeah,
Great job,
we ain't gonna be
Michelle.
fighting for a playoff spot because we in.
Because we're in.
oh gosh, y'all, come on, man. I mean,
Man, don't catch my ass in Vegas with us at that point.
Can you imagine? Okay, let's play Fantasyland real quick before we get the rest of these calls. Can you imagine? We'll go around the horn. Swag Jeff, start with you. Can you imagine if in week 18, last game of the season against the Chiefs at home, and we and them have something to play for? Like, wouldn't it? I know we all want the Chiefs to suck, and we would just be like, I hope they go only win 4 games. Would be my wish.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, as a fan to attend a game, how freaking kick-ass and exciting would it be if both teams have something to play for in week 18 and we're there to watch it, bro?
Absolutely. Well, you guys got to experience that a couple years ago
yeah,
with the Chargers,
did.
with the Chargers and Raiders.
That was
you
incredible.
win or go home or tie and you both go or whatever. But if we could have that sort of ramifications in a game like that against the freaking Chiefs, it's one thing to go against the Chargers or the Broncos or whoever, the Steelers or whoever it was, but it's the Chiefs. If there's some way that we can get them off of their, because we've always said, right? We've always said the Chiefs are on a run, right? The Chiefs are attempting to go to their 4th straight Super Bowl this year. Who's going to take them out?
It's got to be us.
It's got to be us. It's not anybody else. It has to be us.
Yeah.
So I think this is the year it happens.
Changing of the guard. I just happened to pull up the Chiefs' schedule. They ain't got an easy one.
Oh.
Week 2, Philadelphia. Week
Good
4,
news.
Baltimore. Week 6, Detroit. Week 8, Washington. Right after that, at Buffalo. And you got Houston on there. You got, obviously, conference opponents twice. Like, they ain't got an easy slate. We're going to put their ass out of the playoffs.
Come on, Murf.
That last game of the season. Book it.
Let's go.
Listen, I don't want to put on my clown nose, but I really do feel like that. Okay, in previous seasons that we've had, we have been positive and we've thought this is it. This is our season. McDaniels came in. We thought that was, this is our season. I really do believe that the pieces are coming together for that to be the reality, for the Raiders to actually bring the proper play to put Kansas City, get them the fuck off my TV. Get them out of the play. Just send them home. Get them off my Hallmark channel and get them off of my ESPN or whatever other channels we have to now subscribe to get games. I think if there ever was a time, this is it.
It feels like it because they should be enough on the down and we should be enough on the up.
I mean, Travis Kelce's doing movies now, so he's not worried about
He's
football.
about tapped
He
out.
ain't worried about football.
He looked like dog shit in the Super Bowl,
He's
man.
tapped out. Yeah.
You beat the Chiefs. You control time of possession with the run game, and you get after the quarterback with a great D-line.
Amen, dude. That's it.
That's how you beat the Chiefs.
What did Tampa Bay do? What did Philadelphia do? What did we do when we beat them in Arrowhead? We ran the football, and Malcolm Kuntz went ape shit and freaking beat the hell out of Patrick Mahomes.
It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science. You put Mahomes on his ass, and
keep
control
him on
the
the
clock.
sideline.
And control the clock. That's it, bro. That's it.
100%.
Oh my God.
John Cena said it best. Their time is up. Our time is now.
Yes.
Sunday.
It's John Cena. All right, let's get to the rest of these voicemails. Let's see, who do we got?
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a 4-hour show.
A 4-hour show. A 4-hour show. No, it won't be, Vinny. Thank you for hanging in over there. We'll be on to you in a second. We got 3 more voicemails and the Sizzler to give away, and then we're on. Then the fannies are going to start proper. All right, next up, let's check in with, here's one for you. You can't throw back any further than this caller. This is Cousin Sonny.
Hey.
Murf.
Oh, yeah.
Cousin Sonny. And man, I'm going to call in for a show like this, discussing my second favorite body part, the fannies. Are you kidding me, Murf? A show dedicated to fannies? Frick, Murf. I love fannies. I love the way they look in Levi's. I love fannies in yoga. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's not a... Oh, shoot, Murf. Well, now I feel like a fanny. I thought this was a show celebrating fannies across the world, but this is a show celebrating the fans of, fans of the Raiders. Okay, I got you now. It's been a minute since I've been involved, so I apologize. So we're celebrating the fans of being a Raiders fan. I just got to regroup real quick. Well, Murf, right off the bat, man, if you're a fan of the Raiders, I commend you. Because we fucking sucked for a long-ass time. And I think any other business that would have sucked for as long as we've sucked, in the way we've sucked and how we've sucked, that's pretty impressive that they still have a fan. If the iPhone didn't produce a good phone for the... Well, I guess that's not a good example. That's right. I'm trying to think of any, like, otherworldly... Like, if the Nintendo didn't put out a good console in a couple years, would you still be a fan? No, that's not a good example either. If EA didn't put out a good game for a long time, no, that's not a good example either. I guess what I'm trying to say is I respect Raiders fans more than every other Raiders fan because... We don't just lose. We create new ways to lose. We lose in the off season. We lose during the season. We lose in so many ways. We have to keep things creative, right? So, like, it just makes sense, right? We lose with fiery car crashes. We lose with, like, emails that shouldn't be made public. But, Murph, don't worry. We now have a guy who is 20 years removed from his best coaching experiences, but he's going to save our place. And now all the hopes and dreams reside in Geno Smith, and I'm sure he's been impressing people at spring practices, Murph. So let's all get on our high horses and root for a 12-5 year from the Raiders. That's why you're all fannies, you bunch of freaking ass. Good fans, you go Raiders.
Cousin Sonny. Always keeping it real, as the kids say. All right, next up, let's check in with our buddy down in now South Florida. Used to be San Diego. He is, no, it's not South Florida. Where's he at? Mid-Florida.
Yeah, Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa. Yeah, Central Florida. That's what the kids call it.
Is that what the kids call it?
I don't know.
Tampa's
the West
not
Coast of
Central Florida.
Is it the
Tampa's
West Coast
West
of Florida?
Coast.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out
West Coast
South
of
Florida Bulls.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And shout out Group of Five.
That's no doubt. They're going to be good.
What up, Raider Nation? It's Mojo, made man, Spanish snub survivor, and spiritual advisor to at least 3 blackout tailgaters. I'm calling mid-sprint. I just left a flaming pirate ship in Lot B wearing nothing but face paint, flip-flops, and an old Khalil Mack jersey I refuse to let go of. Let's talk about the fannies. The Grammys of greatness, the Oscars of outlandish takes, the Emmys of emotional breakdowns after week 8. I'm nominating myself for every category. Best caller, loudest caller, most emotionally unstable during a loss, and let's do best tequila drinker.
There you go.
So,
that's debatable.
I'll take
That's
those
debatable.
awards ASAP. There, fellas and Michelle. Huge love to Murph, Swaggy, Michelle, even old Uncle Mosh. Y'all ain't just the host. You're the therapist of Raider Nation.
No doubt.
That's scary.
And our co-pilots on this flaming roller coaster to 9-8 mediocrity in front of us. It's Mojo. Fannyless, circus, and shameless. Screaming. Just win, baby. Mojo out.
So freaking good, man.
Mojo is a freaking walking soundbite, man. And sometimes literally.
How about this? There's 90 people associated with the team that just got put out on the field. 88 of them can lick my whole butthole.
Hey.
Oh,
Christian Wilkins first in line.
Yeah! He's so lucky that he wasn't on the team yet.
Oh, he'd take him up on it.
Oh, my God.
He heard that and ran.
Oh, my.
That foot would have healed up quick. Yes, you did.
Michelle post shots is my favorite Michelle.
Oh my God!
Oh no!
You knew it was going to come out eventually, man. Those jokes were going to come out, man.
Of course.
It's too much. It's low hanging fruit.
He might be into that.
Pretty low.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hey, you know
While
what?
we're talking, let me crack over this next serve.
There you go. But you know what? Though? Let's just super brief. I want to keep it real brief. I want to dig in on this thing because it's over and done with and he's gone. Okay, but do your thing, whatever your thing is. Do your thing. Be your thing. Be you. Do all that. But when you're in the building, be about ball. That's the thing to me is what it all comes down to is that be about ball when you're in the build. Like have fun, be yourself. Like let your personality come through. Jeff and I were talking about it the other day on the phone. It's like no one is more expressive than like Max Crosby. Max Crosby expresses himself numerous ways through his sobriety, through his tattoos, and like Max is very expressive. But when he's in the building. It's about ball, Michelle, and nothing else. And I think that's all we would ask for from our Raiders players is that when it comes to whatever the thing is, it doesn't matter. But when it comes to the time to be a Raider and to play and to practice and to rehab and all that, then focus on that shit.
Yeah, I think you have to. It's the epitome of read the room. Like when you're in a large group of people, some people will get your jokes or your whatever the hell it is you're doing, and some people won't. So you have like your inner circle that understand who you are as a person. And then as you spread out a little further, there are people that aren't going to understand you. And you have to, I would imagine, I've never been in the locker room of men, but I would imagine there comes a point where you have to understand how to read a room and know what would be considered acceptable behavior and what's not, especially as these are grown fucking men.
Yes, come on.
So you know when you're being inappropriate and when you're just being funny. They are clearly two different things to the group. And clearly, when you're at the point where you're getting released from a team because of your behavior, you've crossed the line.
Absolutely.
And not just on one person. More times than you should have.
Right.
Yeah.
No, nobody knows what actually happened except for the people that were in that locker room.
Yeah.
And it's one of two things. Either he was doing something inappropriate and he was released for that, or he wasn't on the field, so they found something to get rid of him and not pay him. I don't know. Nobody knows what the actual reason is, but I know this. And it's the same thing, not to bring this guy up, but it's like Colin Kaepernick. You can have distractions, but if your talent, and it's just the world we live in, if your talent doesn't warrant that distraction, they're not going to put up with it.
It's the crazy hot scale.
Well, because look at how many players have
like
been
if you
kept.
produce on the field and you're a dog on between the lines, they're willing to put up with
Antonio
more.
Brown won a freaking Super Bowl with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he was clearly already on that path to like wild ass
Crazy
shit.
town.
Yeah.
So it's just a reality of the situation. The guy wasn't healthy, he wasn't on the field, he wasn't producing. And then you do whatever you do. So now you give them a reason to want to get rid of you. So who knows what actually happened?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then
What
are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, and then you add in, him posting a video of him dancing to the Backstreet Boys in the workout room on his hurt leg or his hurt foot or whatever. Like it's just like you said, like read the room.
Yeah.
Like that's is that the best thing for you to do right now? Probably not. To be doing the splits in the freaking.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like let's ease up on that stuff. See you bye.
See you bye.
Yeah, the splits. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bananas.
For real.
Not the splits drop down to the splits. Like what the
Big banana split guy.
bro? This isn't Magic City. What are we doing? Oh my gosh.
Big banana split guy. That's funny.
Martin had the best one in the chat. You
Oh,
were
no.
talking about, you got to be about balls. And he was like, he's about
He's
balls.
about balls for sure.
Shout out Martin in the chat.
Balls
Had me
plus.
dying.
Yeah.
Balls plus.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with
I
that.
mean,
There's anything wrong with that.
listen,
You do
there's
your thing.
There's nothing
Do your
wrong with
thing.
it.
Just
But when it comes time to do your job, do your
do
job.
your job. Do your job.
job.
And be available.
God, dude,
Yeah.
you know
Well,
what
like I
mean?
texted you guys, I said everyone needs to be like Brock Bowers. Fucking football is your focus. That's all
it.
you talk
The end.
about. He doesn't ever elaborate on
Brock?
anything
No.
except
Brock,
football.
Max, JPJ.
Yeah.
That's the motto.
That's the
Jacoby.
focus we
And-
need.
and
Kobe.
And
I put
Kobe.
Cobes in that group too.
Follow their
You know what I mean?
lead.
Before we move on, one last thing.
Okay,
Dude,
sure.
I got to give a shout out. Hunter Renfro looks great.
He looks
I
so,
miss
I'm
him.
so
So good,
happy
man. him.
I miss him. I love
I'm
Renfro.
so happy for him.
You know, he was sick or whatever was going
Yeah.
on. I still blame the previous regime.
Oh,
for
it's
that.
Josh McDaniels'
It's McDaniels
fault,
for sure.
Oh,
Like,
fuck
come on.
that
But I wish him
bitch.
nothing. I hope he balls out this year for
Same.
Carolina.
Yeah, me too. And it doesn't, because that doesn't hurt us.
Yeah.
No,
We're not
no,
playing
not at all.
them, different conference, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with you. We're all rooting for
He
Hunter.
deserves happiness.
Yeah, and he looks
Absolutely.
good. Did you see that one route he ran and he burned Trayvon Merrick? Come on, dude. Left him in the dust, dude.
He still got. I mean,
still got
I never understood why we stopped using that guy.
Because freaking McDaniels tried to put him in a box, man. You got like, you just let him do what he does, man.
Let him go.
Get to your spot.
Get to your spot. Derek will get the ball to you on time.
Let me
that
run
was
into
John-
McDaniels on. It's on site. I literally will fall and slap him in the
You
face
would
and act
you
like
would
it was
run
a trip.
you would
Yeah.
run past Vinny Bonsignor to fight Josh McDaniels.
I would.
yeah.
Man, I hope I get the chance. I really
But
do.
you might get a shot in on Vinny on the way by.
I
but-
might just a clothesline and just keep on running.
Yeah, they
Are
keep
you
on
not a
running.
Vinny, you're not a Vinny fan?
Michelle's
I mean,
not.
he's
Michelle's not.
Interesting.
She
You like
no,
him?
not you, Vinny.
No, I'm-
the
no,
other-
No, I love this Vinny.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I met him at the Senior Ball.
Okay. Well,
When
he
I
was
was down
probably
there.
faking.
Oh, I didn't say I cared for the guy. I was just asking why you didn't like him.
I mean, Michelle's not a fan of his reporting and the way that he represents the Raiders at times publicly.
He's not,
Holier than thou.
that's it.
Holier than thou.
That's it. That's it. That's the thing.
And I was like,
That's it.
Had watching your show. I just like to say, Raiders wise, I am pumped about the offense. Everything sounds like we're a real team for once, which is pretty cool. And the Christian Wilkins situation also feels like a real team. It doesn't feel like the normal like Raiders. And if we keep stacking that up, I'm really excited where we're going. So have a great night, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, much respect and thank you, Ron. Absolutely, man. We had an unbelievable slate of callers and emailers tonight. We started off the night with PSP Raiderette and Paul, and then on the voicemail side, we had just some OGs, man, for sure. We had Jay in St. Louis, aka Jordan Ford, in the chat. If you're paying attention, we had.
And the Sizzler.
Sizzler. We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders!
You know why we out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.
Oh, hee ha.